welcome back to another week, and this week we are still going with the Bookopoly, Spookopoly rolls. I have started this on a Tuesday because yesterday I was just literally chilling all day, recovering from London. It was a good weekend. We had to adjust what we were doing for the weekend because I had overestimated what my body could handle, and thankfully I have some really amazing friends who have supported me the whole weekend, and yeah, it was just great. If you would like to see what happened last week, you can look at last week's vlog. I didn't vlog much in London, but yeah, there will be some B-roll of things that we did. So yeah, this week we are doing more reading, hopefully. I don't think I read much last week. I think I finished The House That Horror Built, and that was it. And I don't know if I even give you a rating for that. So for that, it's going to be a 4 stars. It's not my favourite Christina Henry, but it is still a really good book for me. So it follows a woman called Harry, who is a single mum, and she's currently not in a great situation with her home. She works part-time as a cleaner for a horror movie director, producer person, and creepy things are happening in the house, obviously, and it goes from there. I don't know how I expected it to end, but she did the ending well, if that makes sense. I just feel like I wasn't as creeped out as I would usually be by a Christina Henry book. I don't know if it's because previously I read Girl in Red, which was kind of like out in the wilderness, in the woods, sort of like creepy. And then I read Near the Bone, which again was in an isolated setting, like in the woods, forest. I think they're the only 2 that I've read so far. So maybe it's a wilderness thing that creeps me out the most. Although the house situation was creepy and the things that happened in there were creepy. I don't know, I just didn't get the same feeling of like goosebumps and like somebody's watching me kind of thing that I got from the other 2 books that I read. So it was a 4 star, but it's still really good, and that was a great end to last week. And we went to Life for Cuts at the weekend, and it was Jem's idea to laminate the pictures that we took. So these are mine with Jahan from Boy Next Door, and this is a group one we had, and on the back there's one with me and Jem, and I made them into bookmarks so they could be useful memories rather than just sitting in a box somewhere. I get to use them and protect them at the same time, so I'm really happy with that. I did that. We are going to go quickly to Spookopoly rolls, but I do want to say last week I did roll a Becca rec, and from the ones that Becca has put on her Goodreads, none of them stood out to me as something I would like to read if I hadn't already read them, and I didn't really want to be adding a book onto my TBR anyway, but especially when it wasn't something that I was interested in reading. I do want to read the Mistborn series, and one of the Mistborn books was on there, but I don't want to read it yet. It's quite a chunky book, and it would be my first real dive into Brandon Sanderson, because I read Elantris in 2021, I think, and that's my extent of reading Brandon Sanderson, so I didn't want to put that pressure on myself to finish that, as well as other things on my TBR. So what I did was I did another roll this morning, and I decided that if I was going to skip that prompt and do another roll, I would pick 2 books for that prompt. So this is what happened this morning. Okay, so I couldn't find a Becca rec, so we're skipping that prompt. So the next time I roll, I have to pick 2 books for the prompt. So let's have a look. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Whoop. Let's see what 9 is. What is 9? Grady Hendrix. Let me have a gander and see what that is. As you can see, I got Grady Hendrix. Grady Hendrix is spooky and satirical. Read a book with humour, or read a book by Grady Hendrix. Now, the only one I have is A Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I may reread that at some point, because that was a really good book. That was a 5-star for me. That creeped me the fuck out. Oh, just thinking about seeing that makes me just want to scratch myself. But I'm stretching it a little bit to put Grim Solace on here. The live for Chasing Graves is tonight, and we do want to crack on with this series. So Grim Solace is on my TBR. This does have, I would call it kind of spooky, because there's like people in here that are living a half-life as like a ghoul, a ghosty, and yeah, so I'm going to use that, but I'm also going to use Project Hail Mary, because to me it would be very scary to be stuck in space. In this case, I'm choosing to say that spooky is scary. So I would be scared if I was stuck in space, and if Andy Weir can do me right the same way he did with The Martian, it will also be super funny. So those are the 2 books I'm picking. I have stretched the prompts to fit my TBR, but also, yes, there is also an option if I start reading the Grim Solace and I really don't think it fits the prompt, and I can't even justify stretching it, The Monsters We Feed. This is like a dark book by Thomas Howard Riley. It is only short, and he tends, like, based on what I've read before, We Break Immortals, he probably will have humour in this as well. So this is a backup. I do want to read this anyway, but I might end up choosing it for this prompt if Grim Solace really doesn't fit, and I don't want to like take the piss. Don't want to be a dick, because that is a rule. Don't be a dick in any readathon. So there we go. That's it. I'm gonna head back to work. I'm just on my lunch now. I'm gonna finish my lunch and then head back to work, and I will check in with you again once I finish work and do some more reading. Oh, I did read a little novella yesterday by Ada Bell. It's part of the, let me just get the the name of it right. It's the Shady Grove series. It's just a cosy mystery series that I've been listening to on Everand. And it's just cute, and it was 3.5 stars. A little novella, but I read that this morning as well, because it was only an hour long and I read it before work. So yeah, I'm going now.
Wide awake in an empty room, all alone with the thought of you. Thought I'd miss you more than I do, but I kinda like it. Should I try and hide it? Got drunk and I told you I loved you, on a night when we stayed out too late. Did I really love her? 'Cause I'm starting now to wonder, did I ever feel anything? But even though I gave back your things, from time to time you walk through my daydream. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? Your friends all say that you're doing fine. I know I told you, leave me behind, but tell me, what am I supposed to do with all these memories?
I'm so really poorly right now, and I really don't think I'm going to take in much of Grim Solace or Project Hail Mary. I will pick them back up next week, but for now, we're going to do another roll. So we ended on Grady Hendrix, so we're going to see, just got a piece of paper, we'll see what we go for next? Oh, a 3. 1, 2, 3. Dice roulette. Dice roulette. I don't know what that is. Bear with. Okay, so I need to take a 6-sided dice. I'm just going to take the one with numbers on. And every number counts for 50 pages. So I'm going to roll again. Oh, 100 pages. Do you know what? That's good. Because it means I can pick up a really cute manga. So I will be back.
Nights like this when I'm all alone, 3 a.m. and I check my phone. Don't know what I was expecting. See you out there living life. Wish I could say the same, but I still haven't found what